Hi everyone, so I've been getting a lot of questions about what specialty I'm going into, and while I haven't applied to a specialty yet, I'm going to be doing that pretty soon in the next few months. I did make up my mind, and coincidentally it ended up being the specialty that I actually applied to medical school saying that I would be going into. So to get straight to the point, it's family medicine, as you guys may have noticed, either from following my posts online or knowing me in person. If that's all you came for, then make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for me to help me out, share this with your friends if you want to, and move on if you want. But if not, here's my reasoning for it. So why I decided to do family medicine really comes down to a few things, and the big thing is going to be with breadth. I tend to be a person that likes to be a jack of all trades, whether it's in medicine or outside of medicine, doing a bunch of different hobbies in different areas. I like to be able to know a little bit about everything and get my hands involved in everything, again, in and outside of medicine as well. So family medicine suits me perfectly. You get to address all kinds of adult issues, you get to address kids issues, you get to do a little bit of procedures with like INDs, incisions and drainages. You can work in some rural settings, for example, and help deliver babies or help with C-sections or things like that. So you get to do some surgeries and help with some surgeries and some small procedures here and there. And you get exposed to pretty much the breadth of medicine. Family medicine is often made fun of as being a very boring specialty. We're just doing diabetes and high blood pressure management, and there is a lot of that, but there is also a lot of other things. I got to see like Crohn's disease, I got to see different sports medicine related injuries, I got to see all kinds of different pathologies. And if you think about it, family medicine is kind of the heart of your primary care experience. So you're gonna see patients even before their operations, after their operations, patients from babies all the way to people at the end of their life, when they're maybe in the hospice or palliative care. And you get to see people progress through all these stages while you work with them and their families as well. So it is a very broad specialty that gets you exposed to a lot of different demographics and also gets you exposed to a lot of different parts of medicine and even small procedures and even surgeries if you're interested in that. So I think the breadth is really what drew me to family medicine, is really what draws most people to family medicine. It isn't as simple as just diabetes and high blood pressure management. You do get to do a lot, and the more initiative that you take, the more you're able to do more in the field. So breadth is really the main consideration for me, but there are a few other things. So with family medicine, there are different fellowships that you can do. You can do like obesity medicine, I believe, if you want to do more work with people who are in the higher BMI demographics, help them with weight loss and things like that. You can do an urgent care fellowship, so you can work in urgent care centers, which is a little bit like emergency medicine. I even heard of some family medicine doctors who do end up taking on that emergency medicine doctor role, especially in rural communities. You can also do a fellowship in areas like OBGYN and help out with things like C-sections and normal vaginal deliveries and things like that. So there's a lot you can do in family medicine, especially if you're in a rural area. But then also if you do fellowships in different areas, you can also do even more specialized practice in that area. Like I was originally thinking of doing a sports medicine fellowship, and I may still do that, but that is one area that I'm really passionate about and one area that I could see myself focusing a lot of my practice towards. So the nice thing about family medicine is even if you do a formal fellowship in something, or even through experience, if you have that expertise in a certain area, you can tailor your practice even unofficially to be more of a certain area. So one of the doctors I work with did a sports medicine fellowship, and he did most of his practice with sports medicine patients, as well as a lot of adult issues, a little bit of kids issues, but really not much pediatrics at all and not much women's health at all, since he didn't want to focus on those areas as much, but wanted to focus more on the sports med, adult med aspect, and then a little bit of the like teen adolescent aspect as well. So he was able to focus his practice with his partners, splitting up the patient populations depending on their individual interests. And in family medicine, you have the opportunity. Another thing with opportunity is family medicine has a lot of job opportunities pretty much all over, everywhere you can think of. So you're not restricted by geography. If you're a really specialized doctor, there are often only a few hubs in certain parts of the US, certain parts of the world that you can really practice in, and you're limited by the positions that they offer. And if there are seniors who have those positions and they haven't retired yet, you might not be able to get a spot in the locations that you desire. So with family medicine, there's always spots open everywhere. They're always looking for you to come and join their team in different places. And with the job geographic opportunities, there's also opportunities in private practice, in big groups, small groups, and those are different options that I would like to consider as well. Having my own practice in the future would be really nice. So I want to have the option open, and a lot of specialties nowadays are moving towards hospitals and big groups, and I want to be able to still have that option of having my own either solo practice or practice with a few partners, and get involved in that kind of business side of things, which really appeals to me. So the job opportunities is another big reason why I'm going into family medicine. Another benefit of family medicine is that the hours, while maybe not the best, with considering the pay that you have, they're still pretty good. So the pay is, regardless of what specialty you're going to do as a doctor, is going to be at least decent. And with the hours of family medicine, they're more like typical business hours, maybe a little bit longer depending on your practice and how much paperwork and things that management and things that you have to do, other admin opportunities and other admin responsibilities and things like that. But it's not going to be as bad as like general surgery hours, and you're not going to have lots of call often. So family medicine hours are pretty good. The pay is maybe not the best, but it's still pretty good compared to other jobs out there. And logistic wise, it ends up being a great career, I feel. Also with residency, I think family medicine residency has a nice work-life balance. Obviously residency is going to be pretty intense regardless. When you're trying to subspecialize, you have to do residency, as a lot of you know, and the hours are pretty intense. With family medicine, it's a little bit more manageable than some surgical specialties, for example, or even internal medicine or other areas like that. So with family medicine, I feel I could manage some of my other projects that I'm interested in, again with the whole breath thing, and I'll be able to do family medicine residency as well as some of these other side projects, especially as I progress through the years and the workload lightens maybe a little bit more. So I think having that opportunity to do multiple things in residency training as well as after residency really appeals to me and adds on to the overall appeal of family medicine. So the last big reason why I chose family medicine was because of the opportunities that it would give me outside of medicine. Since family medicine is so broad and you do have a little bit of knowledge in all these different aspects of medicine, and you do serve as kind of like a mediator between, let's say, different surgical specialties or other kinds of medical specialties, and have that network, have those connections, have a little bit of that experience knowing about each of these specialties, even though you're not actively involved in, let's say, specific urological procedures or direct aspects of surgical procedures that some patient is going under. You still have a little bit of familiarity with all of these. So I think family medicine doctors are great to be in non-clinical roles like a consultant or work in other startups and other capacities as well. So I think bringing in my knowledge of different aspects of medicine with the breadth of family medicine, as well as other aspects like my creative side with like art or other hobbies that I have or other projects that I'm doing, even YouTube, I think I'll be able to mesh these all really nicely in doing these other types of startups and other types of projects that I'm interested in doing. And the breadth of family medicine will really serve me in helping contribute a lot more knowledge and background and information, familiarity with a lot of aspects of medicine that I think maybe other specialties that are more specialized will not help me as much in. So I think the breadth of family medicine will really be a benefit in helping me contribute the most to whatever other project that I'm doing. And I do plan on doing a lot of projects outside of medicine throughout my career. So that's a big plus for me as well. So those are a few reasons why I decided on family medicine. If you guys agree or disagree with any of this or have more to add, feel free to comment down below in the comment section. Again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any other questions. It's just a quick short video for me to clear up some of the questions you guys have been asking, since I did make a video kind of talking about this with one of my friends, Dr. Stickfigure, but the video was like an hour long, and I think some of you guys probably ended up clicking off, so I'm ashamed of you. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so hope this answered your question. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope this wasn't too long. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care. Oh, I should probably have been a little higher, huh? Maybe a little higher. Oh well.